So nice to see you guys ready to make some yummy brownies. Need to ignore my dishes in the sink. They're clean, I haven't put them away yet. Hello you guys. Happy Sunday. So while everybody's coming in, I'm going to get my apron on and then we're going to make a little iced coffee first. Please hit that like button. Super chat is on, of course. We do this usually every month. Hello there, MK. Hello. So I do have these lovely aprons for sale if you're interested. Please send me an email. I can only ship in the United States, in the continental US. Hey, Bree. So if you want one of your very own Kitchen Witch cooking show aprons, they are amazing. They've got 2 huge pockets on the front, and just love it to pieces. And it's got my cute little Kitchen Witch logo on the front. They come in black or burgundy. The information about pricing and shipping is on the community page of my channel, or you can just shoot me an email. So yeah, you can get your very own Kitchen Witch apron. So I'm going to make myself an iced coffee while we're waiting for people to join us. Please hit that like button on the way in. And I also posted the ingredient list on my channel, so you can, if you want to do this with me, get all of your stuff. Make sure you've got your butter out and softened. I'm using Irish butter. Hello there. Hey, Nania. Nania. All right, let me grab some ice here. I'm going to make myself a skinny iced mocha real quick. Half calf, since I've already had my huge cup of coffee this morning. I'm so happy that you guys are excited to be here with me. The last one I did, we made Southern style homemade buttermilk biscuits, and I inadvertently deleted the video because it showed that it was still processing after 3 days. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And I accidentally deleted it. So today we're making hidden mint brownies using Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies. And it's going to be a semi-homemade recipe. The mint marshmallow filling is going to be made from scratch, and the icing that goes on top, or the glaze, the chocolate glaze, will be from scratch. So iced mocha done in a Keurig. Basically pretty simple. I've got my toffee nut creamer here. You can use half and half. You just want to put a splash of that, maybe about 1 to 2 tablespoons. You're going to pour some non-fat skim milk. About 1/4 cup, so that your cup filled with ice is about 1/3 of the way filled with your milk and cream. And I'm just going to pop in a half-calf French roast pod into my Keurig and set it on the iced function. I've got a Keurig that has a function for iced coffee, so that's brewing over my ice right now. Okay, my oven is preheating. I'm using my countertop convection oven today because it's hot up here. So you're going to preheat your oven to 325. And what did I need out of here? Don't you hate when you go in the refrigerator for something? I need an egg. Got my cage-free brown eggs. These eggs were running around in the wild. They're uncaged, running loose, running amok. Don't let your eggs get out from under you. I think they think they mean that the chickens that laid these eggs were running amok, not the eggs themselves. Good grief. How they package things, I don't know. Alright, so got my coffee and to my lovely, isn't it gorgeous? But I'm going to mix that, you know, nobody wants to stick their straw in there and get a mouthful of just plain milk and cream. But I'm going to add a drizzle of dark chocolate and a little bit of sugar-free caramel syrup. We're just going to throw a drizzle of Hershey's Special Dark syrup in there. Not even a teaspoon. I want to taste my coffee, not a mouthful of sugar, and a splash of sugar-free butterscotch caramel syrup, not too much. Oh shit, I put the wrong end of the straw. Put the wrong end in. I put the diaper on the wrong end. Yeah, it's a bendy straw and I stuck the bendy end into my drink. That's because I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to have some fun with you guys today. And after we're done with this, we're going to do a full moon release ritual, blessing, and a love tarot reading. So, all right, and it's a full worm moon in Libra. And you know, Libra is ruled by Venus. It's an air element, and the element of air rules the heart chakra. So this is about clearing out our heart chakras and letting go of unrequited love, almost lovers, situationships, and opening our hearts to real, sincere love. Isn't that awesome? Yes, love. True love. All right, so we are going to make our brownies, and we're going to start by prepping our brownie pan. This beautiful I think it's an 8x8 square pan, or you can use a 9x9, whatever turns you on. And we're going to line this with some parchment. So I have a piece of parchment here, but I want to cut it into a square shape because I want that to lay flat in my pan. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick how to do that. And I learned this when I used to work at Ambrosia Chocolate when I was a very young woman. And I used to work with Jeffrey Dahmer, believe it or not. So it's always an interesting first date story for me is, oh, by the way, I used to work with Jeffrey Dahmer and knew him. For those of you who don't know who Jeffrey Dahmer was, he was a serial killer here in Milwaukee. So I also was engaged to a guy whose little brother murdered their father. I need to hang out with better people, you know? All right, so we've got our piece of parchment. Hey, Dana, Shannon, Marge, it's good to see you. So we're gonna take our square piece of parchment and we're gonna cut the corners and just make a cut about 2 inches long into the corner, okay? And you're gonna do that on all 4 corners of your parchment. So about a 2-inch cut in each corner. Whenever I'm using a nonstick pan, but this is a very extreme square pan. And what happens sometimes is you get stuff stuck in the corners and it's very difficult to clean. So I like to line this with parchment. So you're going to take your paper and just put it in there, and then your corners will automatically fold in. This one I think I need to. And it helps if your parchment is flat when you start, but I had this extra piece folded up in my drawer, because we know parchment paper isn't cheap. So I have like a case of it, but it's like really long, professional sized stuff that I got at a supply house. All right, so we've got our parchment in here, and I'm going to then put a light coating of cooking spray in here, just so that when we take the brownies out, it's easy to get the brownies off of the pan. It won't stick to the corners. I'm going to do this over the sink so I don't spray cooking spray all over my frickin' kitchen. There. So got our pan ready to go. I'm just going to set that aside. All right, kids. All right, so we're going to make up our brownie batter. I'm using Ghirardelli. I have had, this is on hand, but I usually buy the ultimate fudge brownie with the fudge icing that comes with it. But this is all they had at the store, so we're using Ghirardelli brownie mix. This is the best brownie mix, hands down. I would not recommend you use any other type. Now you can go a little crazy if you want to make your brownies from complete scratch using Baker's German chocolate and following the recipe on the Baker's chocolate box. You can do that too. But for me, ain't nobody got time for that shit. We don't have time because we're doing a whole tarot reading after this. And I don't have time to be melting chocolate and all that bullshit. All right, so got our mix in here, and then it wants a 1/4 cup of water, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. Don't ever put vegetable oil in brownie mix. Melt yourself a frickin' stick of Irish butter. And then we're going to add some vanilla in here. We're going to make this taste very homemade. And an egg. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to put my 1/4 cup of water in here. So 1/4 cup of water. I'm using filtered water, because our city water tastes like frickin' chlorine, and just want to make sure. So 1/4 cup of water, and then a stick of butter. We're going to melt this in the microwave. Again, I'm using Irish butter because it's got a nicer, it's got a more of a butter fat content to it. I think American butter, they might thin it out with skim milk, and it just doesn't taste as good. All right, and I need to wash my hands because I got butter on them. All right, so we're going to slowly melt this butter because I don't want it to explode all in my microwave. And I'm going to do this for 15-second intervals until it's melted, and we're going to throw that in there. In the meantime, I'm going to put my egg in using uno eggy, not dos eggies. I don't always bake brownies, but when I do, I use dos eggies. Just using one. Uno off, on off. If you're French, it's on off. If you're Norwegian, it's just ufta. All right, another 15 seconds on that butter. It's melting nicely, but it helps if you had it sitting out already. So got our egg in there and my rubber spatula. And also we're going to throw in my butter in here first. I keep a piece of paper towel in there to catch any spills, because there's nothing worse than having your microwave out of reach, even though I'm 5'7". And it's hard to clean, and the door doesn't open all the way, and so I keep paper towel in there just to keep everything clean. How you guys doing? You weren't looking at the apron. It's my Kitchen Witch logo, and I have these aprons available to purchase if you're interested, and if you live in the United States, can definitely hook you up with one. All right, so it's Kitchen Witch Supernatural Cooking and Tarot Show by Annette. Oh, you're in Canada. Yeah, sorry, I can't. It costs a lot of money to ship outside of the U.S., and that's why I don't offer it, because you guys would pay more for shipping, duty, and customs than what the actual item costs. I do have other items for sale on my Teespring shop, and all of those items can be shipped anywhere in the world. There is a Kitchen Witch mug available for sale there. All right, so I threw in my melted stick of butter into the brownie mix, and now I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of espresso powder. I recommend using Cafe Bustelo, is the best. It doesn't taste like frickin' Sanka. You don't want to use coffee crystals, you want to use espresso powder, instant espresso powder, and again, Cafe Bustelo is one of the best, and you can find it in your Latin food aisle in your grocery store. So I threw a tablespoon of that in there, and that's going to bring out the chocolate flavors. And I'm going to put in also if I can get the damn thing open. This is why I need a man. You know, I'm a strong, independent bae, but when it comes to opening up bottles and jars, this is why I need a man. Plus, it makes them feel useful and important when you act like you're helpless. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to put in a teaspoon. This is Penzeys double strength pure vanilla extract. This is a socially conscious Wisconsin-based company, and I like to get most of my spices from them. Very high vibrational company. So we're just going to put a teaspoon of this in here. Again, I do this with, if I'm using any boxed mixes, I always doll up the mix so it doesn't taste like it's from a box. Alright, so got that in there, our butter, our egg, our coffee, and now we're just going to give this a stir. And you don't want to over mix brownie batter, you just want to make sure your egg is mushed in there really good. Just kind of smush it with the back of your spatula. Give it a good stir. Never want to use a hand mixer when you're making brownie batter. So you don't want to beat air into it. But you do want to make sure your egg is broken up and mixed in, and all the dry ingredients are nice and wet. Can you say moist? Everybody's favorite word, moist. Yeah, moist should never be used unless you're describing a cake. Alright, so my brownie batter is mixed. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour about half of it into our prepared pan, just to get the bottom covered. Come on, get in there now. All right, I'm just gonna gently spread this around. You don't want to move your parchment paper too much. Getting all the corners. All right. Put a little more. It's just a spoonful more. All right. All right, and then we're gonna open up our Girl Scout cookies. Yes, bitches. All right, I got a horrible joke for you guys. What's green and lays in the grass? What's green and lays in the grass? A dead Girl Scout. Sorry, I know I said it was gonna be bad. I warned you. I warned you. All right. So we're gonna take our delicious thin mint. Let me tempt you. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Here you go. Open wide. Open wide. And we're gonna lay these down in our batter. I'm gonna put them 4 across. Oh, actually, let's see if I can get 4 in there. Yeah, we're gonna put 4 across. I might be able to get 16 cookies in here. We're gonna, you know, when these are done, we're gonna cut them into really small pieces because these are rich. And so you're gonna cut these into like 16 brownies. And there's 16 in a little package. The rest are gonna go in my refrigerator for snacking on later. Okay. All right, now we're gonna take the rest of our batter and make sure you've got your marshmallow fluff handy because you're gonna need that in a minute. We're gonna cover this up with the rest of the batter. And of course this batter is going to thin out when it hits that hot oven. So just do the best you can to spread it out on top of your first layer of brownie and your Girl Scout cookies. Now, if you have kids around, I would not make this with them in the house because they're going to be like all up in your brownie bowl wanting to lick the spatula, and we all know this belongs to Mama. I do not share. This is for me. All right. All right, now we're going to take a little bit of marshmallow fluff. And we don't want to use the whole jar because we're going to use the rest of it to make a mint marshmallow topping that's going to go in between the brownies and a fudge glaze. So I'm going to take a teaspoon. You're going to need a butter knife or a very thin spatula, and I'm going to grease my teaspoon a little bit, and we're going to drop a few teaspoons of marshmallow cream, marshmallow fluff on here. And if you grease your teaspoon, it's a little easier to get fluff off so it doesn't stick, because it's very sticky. Alright, so I put about 4 big blobs of marshmallow fluff, and I'll show this to you in a second. Here, let me just scrape off my spoon. Okay, and you're going to take this and you're going to kind of swirl it into your top layer of brownie batter and try to get it in like all the corners, and you want to swirl like in a figure 8 pattern. It's all in the wrist. 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 You can get fancy. You don't want to stir it in, it should look swirly and marbly. Okay. That looks good. Alright. Should look like this. Okay. Now, we're going to throw it in the oven. And this needs to bake for about 39 to 43 minutes. I'm going to set mine for 35 because this is a convection oven. It might bake quicker. Now, while that's baking, we're going to wash this bowl out because I'm going to use it to make my marshmallow filling. So bear with me here while I scrub up a bowl. Actually, I've got another bowl right here that's clean, so I'm just going to put this in here to soak. Alright, it's got a clean bowl here. We are going to put in, let's say about a half a stick of this butter. It's softened. I'll use this one. So half a stick of butter. Put in say about a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. We don't want it too sweet. Put that in there. And then our marshmallow fluff. Here I'm going to grease my spatula to get it all out of the jar. And if you don't know where to find marshmallow fluff in your grocery store, sometimes they put it by the ice cream and the ice cream toppings, or sometimes it can be found in the baking aisle, but this shit's been around like, I think since the 30s or 40s. Most people use it for putting on top of ice cream or for making fudge. Some of us just, you know, grab a cookie and eat it right out of the jar. Use it for a dip, for graham crackers, cookies. I'm giving you guys all sorts of evil ideas what to do with marshmallow fluff. You make fluffernutter, peanut butter and marshmallow banana sandwiches with it. All right. It is super, super sticky. Super sticky. All right, so again, 1/2 stick of butter, about a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, and whatever's left in your jar of your marshmallow fluff. Want to make sure my hands aren't sticky before I go touching tarot cards. All right, so now we're gonna beat this and whip it, and then we're gonna add a little bit of peppermint extract to it. Why is this not working? It's plugged in. You gotta be shitting me. This is a brand new mixer. Oh! Well, I don't know what happened there, but I almost covered you guys in marshmallow icing here. So we're just gonna whip this together. I'm like, this is a brand new freaking blender. It's a KitchenAid. Why isn't it working? Sure enough, when you lift it up, then it decides it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna beat this up with the butter. All right, and then we're gonna put in about a 1/4 teaspoon. That's right, I'm a witch, damn it, make that frickin' thing work. Hey, even us witches have trouble. Things don't always go our way, I don't know. All right, we're gonna put about a 1/4 teaspoon of peppermint extract. I'm using a brand that is highly, highly concentrated. We don't want it to be like too minty. And if you want, you can add a little bit of vanilla, just a tiny, tiny dab of vanilla. Again, it'll improve the flavor. So I'm just gonna put a little tiny quarter teaspoon of vanilla in there too. And we're gonna mix that together. It smells good. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cover this up with plastic. It's going to seem like kind of like, I mean, it's thick, but it's going to look kind of like a thin glaze. And we're going to put this on top of the cooled brownies and then a fudge glaze on top. So I just want to cover this up because I don't want it to get hard. This is one of those things that you don't want to get hard. Some things are meant to be hard. This is not one of them. All right. Wonderful, wonderful. So we're gonna set this aside. Double, double, toil and trouble. Yes. All right. Wash my hands again. I got freaking icing all over me. All right, so now we're going to make the fudge glaze, and this is something that you have to cook over the stove. So you're going to need just a small saucepan, and you're going to put in to the saucepan, make sure it's dry, make sure there is no water in here, because if you get your chocolate wet with water, it will seize up and it will burn, it will get grainy. It's a disaster. So into a dry, clean pot, you're going to put in a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Because this is, again, it's going to be a really thin glaze, just enough to cover the brownies. Okay. Of course, I had some escape. Put those in there. One for me. I'm using high quality Guittard chocolate. Then you're going to put in about 2 tablespoons of softened butter. Again, I'm using Irish butter. And then you're going to add, I'm going to say about 2 tablespoons of Caro corn syrup. Do not use the less sugar light one. It doesn't work for this. You have to use regular light or dark corn syrup, but make sure it's full sugar and about 2 tablespoons of that. And then we're going to gently warm this over low heat. Can you guys see me? Can you see me? Okay. And you want to keep stirring this. It's on very, very low heat. And I also need to have some very hot water. And this is one of those weird instances in alchemy where at the end we're going to add hot water to the melted thing, and that's what's going to make it turn into a glaze. So I'm going to boil my water in the microwave, and I'm going to use my kitty cat spatula today. Alright, so we're going to stir this up while it gently melts. We want the butter and the chocolate chips and the corn syrup to all melt together over the heat. And this shouldn't take long. Meanwhile, I'll put my eggs away. Okay, I just want to show this to you guys real quick. Do you see how beautiful and glossy it is? But it's not quite completely melted yet. There's still a few chunks in there. I'm just going to pull my water out because it's boiling already. Okay. Now that my chocolate chips are melted, I'm going to add this very hot water, like about a tablespoon at a time. Just a little at a time, and I'm going to stir it into the chocolate glaze mixture. Do you see how this is loosened up? Okay, it's starting to look like glaze. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit more. I'm just going to add a couple tablespoons, not much. Doesn't take much. That's done. Easy peasy. So your glaze is gonna very nice thin consistency. As it cools, it'll look like a very glossy, firm glaze. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just put a lid on this just to keep it from setting up. And we can, before we put it on the brownies, we can loosen it up again and just warm it very gently. We don't want to put it on, you know, on when it's hot. So I'm just going to set that there with a lid kind of on it. And that's pretty much it for now. We're going to, let me just check on these brownies real quick. And if they're not quite ready, then we're going to start our reading. And I'm using a convection oven. No, they're still soft, but oh my god, they look so good. All right, let me wash my hands, and then we're going to start your tarot reading. Keep her moving, eh? Keep her moving, eh? Like they say on the Manitowoc Minute. For those of you who live in Wisconsin, and you know who the Manitowoc Minute is. Yes. Keep her moving, eh? All right, I want to lower my camera down before I take you over to the reading area. Bear with me here. Yeah, this stove, Sylvia, this stove came with the rental. I'm renting here, so my last place I had electric smooth top, and here it's gas. So I just need to unplug my phone charger. We're going to carefully go over to the tarot table here and do your readings. You guys wanted to see the Tarkay I have. Someone asked me about this, so let's see if I can get it all in here. So I got this picture. It's massive. I picked this up at a yard sale for $20 and didn't know anything about the artist. Well, Tarkay was a Israeli artist. I think he passed away in 2015. And he has a whole series of these paintings of, I call them cafe women. So someone had this out on the lawn for sale. Let me get this apron off. And hi, Rhiannon. What's it doing? My black kitty was downstairs in the front hall exploring, and now she's come up to the top of the stairs, and she's poking her head out, looking around. All right, let me get rid of my apron. I'm gonna grab my coffee. And let me light my incense. Oh, here we are. You get comfortable here. Let me get comfy. You guys get comfy too. All right, so again, we have a full moon in Libra. It's the worm moon because it happens in the spring and all the worms come out of the ground around this time of year. And if you haven't been paying attention to the news, they have a whorl of worms in Hoboken, New Jersey. And they're like covering the frickin' sidewalks, and they're like in a circular pattern. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going out for a walk. Can you imagine like slipping and falling and landing on a pile of worms. It's like something out of a freaking horror movie. It's like the Evil Dead, Hoboken, New Jersey. Ew, ew, ew. So if you happen to live in Hoboken, I just love saying that, Hoboken, New Jersey, I feel sorry for you guys. I really do. Wouldn't want to go outside on a wormy day. People walk outside like, oh, it's worm out here. Oh, did you mean warm? No, worm. It's a warm, sunny day. Oh, yeah. All right, let me get all of my tools of the trade out here. We got our fun moon deck here. And I think I have everything I need. So what I want to do is just kind of smudge everything here. Smudge you guys, bless you guys. This is about, again, releasing and opening up the heart chakra, removing any obstacles that are preventing us from sharing love or being loved, letting go of almost lovers, people who aren't meant to be with us on our love journey, letting go of unrequited love. Some people say unrequited. I believe the proper term is unrequited. And just living in our authentic self and healing the heart chakra. This lighter it's half full and it's been acting up. I might have to open up a different one. Oh, good grief. You'd swear it's a Mercury retrograde with the way things have been going so far today. I just want to get my stuff lit here. I'll make sure I get my sage evenly lit here because it's a very big stick of sage. Okay. All right. Beautiful. I'm just going to set this over here off to the side. Okay. All right, you guys ready to receive the blessings from the divine, from the universe? You guys ready to release what no longer serves you of the last 30 days? Ready to begin the next 30-day cycle here? I ask my guardian angels and spirit guides, gods and goddesses above, Mother Luna, Persephone, Diana, Artemis, moon goddesses. Help us open our hearts and heal our heart chakras. Help us to release people and situations that no longer serve us. Help us open our hearts so that we can receive the love that we deserve and to also share love with those who are deserving. I will it, so be it, so it is. All right. All right. Let's pull an oracle card here and get an energy message for the coming month. What do we need to know most about true love, relationships? What's coming in for those of us who are single and ready to mingle? New love, returning love. Divine soulmates, twin flames, life partners. What do we need to know most between now and the next full moon, dear spirit? Messages for everyone's highest good. First message out of the deck is the stars. A long journey brings rewards. Someone might be a celebrity in the spotlight, could be dealing with Aquarius energy, but it's a new beginning. It's been a long journey. Something is destined, fated. A lot of you are consulting your oracle decks, your cards, your astrological charts. This has to do with astrology, divination, fate, destiny. On the bottom, you've got the mystic circle. Your abilities will be enhanced. And this is very strong confirmation from my spirit guides that they are with us and present right now. The hair on my head is standing on end. Very powerful energy right now. Your abilities are going to be enhanced. You're not going to be on this journey alone much longer for some of you. All right, let's get out the moon deck. It's starting to smell like brownies in here. Hell is this? Five of Swords just came out. I'm going to put it back though. So kind of like flipped out halfway. All right. A lot of you are in some self-sabotaging energy. Some people are a bit selfish, manipulative, narcissistic. 5 is the number of change. You're coming out of that energy of mental mind fuckery and, you know, tired of dealing with people who just want to sabotage a connection, who are getting in their own way, people who think that they have to be right all of the time, and learning how to set healthy boundaries. Okay, off the bottom of the deck, it's the Tower. Oh shit. Shake and bake time, shake and bake time. What else? Chariot. Balancing your yin and your yang, releasing those inner demons, destined for victory and success. It's the Knight of Cups. Here he comes in on his side-boobed mermaid here. Offers of love coming in, and you're not going to see it coming. They're only going to see the lusty side of you. They're not seeing your angelic side. This person coming in might be superficial, and they don't see who you really are. They're just looking at what's on the outside. Because this guy's facing her little devil side here. Her angelic side is here. She's not afraid of her demons. She knows where she's going. And the Chariot always follows the star, and you have the stars here at the top. What else? Queen of Coins. Here's our beautiful woman here. That's a whole lot of woman with her demon cats. She's got one last stuff to give, and she is not going to give it to anyone who doesn't deserve it. She takes care of her own family and what's, you know, important to her first before she gives it to anybody else. She's a person that knows their worth. And then you've got 3 of Swords. That's that air energy, healing from past heartbreak, loss, grief, and disappointment. All right, and then you've got Wheel of Fortune under that, 4 of Swords, and Wheel of Fortune again. This card is not a typical deck. It's got extra bonus cards. So you've got the Fates here, Wheel of Fortune twice, 2 tens. 2 tens in tarot is actually Judgment, but we don't have the Judgment card here quite yet. Things are going to go your way. Um, Three of Cups, there could be a reunion, celebration, get together, celebrating the birth of something new. This could be overindulgence. This is something happening with the power of two people. This looks like the female reproductive system. 2 cups. Those cups look empty, but together, that's a whole lot of love. All right, so there's some sort of divine intervention going on here with the Wheel of Fortune, the stars, the mystic circle, the tower. It's going to create a shakeup. Some of you are releasing things that don't serve you anymore. You're rebuilding from the ground up. Everything needed to come crashing down and be destroyed in order to start again. Someone's come to some sudden realization. This is a rude awakening. This is a spiritual awakening. And there's offers of love coming in from possibly an earth sign or a water sign. Earth, again, is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Water is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This person is emotionally grounded and stable. This person also knows their worth. But they might come in more on the 3D level because they're going to lust after your outer shell here. And you're not going to be really paying attention to it because you've been working on making peace with your inner demons and letting them go. She's about to release that little guy. Isn't he cute? She's like, well, hello there. And this person, you've got Cancer here, Jupiter energy too, a lot of Mars energy, Scorpio, Aries energy. But things are going to go your way. You're destined. What goes around comes around. You're not going to stay in this down cycle forever. You're wrapping up some sort of cycle of learning a lot of karmic lessons. And my brownies are done. So let me just get them out of the oven so that they can cool off. So I'll be right back. Pardon me. Okay, I have to show you guys these beautiful, beautiful brownies. Don't those look yummy? So we're going to let these cool off. They have to be completely cool before we put our topping and icing on. So let's let them hang out here while we do the rest of the reading. Okay. I keep my chairs covered because I've got white cushions and I wear dark clothing so that I don't ruin my chair cushions with dye from my clothing. All right, so we're going to get another deck. We're going to clarify, but there's some sort of a reunion and it's going to happen all of a sudden. This person might have been very fickle and non-committal before. They were only seeing what was on the outside and not the beauty that you hold within. Some of you are going through some sort of massive spiritual downloads right now, and your psychic abilities are going to be enhanced. It's like your spidey sense is picking up on something good that's coming in for you, and it's going to just cause you to celebrate. We've got 2 3s here, the 3 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, 33. This is love and emotion. And just celebrating where you've been. And even though if you've had a hard time when it comes to love and relationships, you needed those experiences because it was part of your karmic soul lessons. And you're starting to realize something. Someone's so woke here. They sold their bed, and what was built on sand with rubber bands and popsicle sticks has come crashing down. Whatever, if it was built on lust and, someone that wasn't willing to see you for who you are and see you as this almost empress, that's their problem. Somebody's really, if they let you go, they're kicking themselves. They're kicking themselves in the ass. Yep, 5 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Somebody came in and interfered in possibly a twin flame connection here. There was jealousy, drama, other people's opinions. Somebody looking for trouble where there wasn't any. Somebody's planning, plotting, and strategizing right now, planning their next move, keeping their plans to themselves. Again, you've got the 4 of Swords here. Element of air, again, has to do with the heart chakra. As we mentioned earlier, this is a full worm moon in Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus. Element of air. Balanced love. All right, let's clarify. Let's start clarifying. I saw the Ace of Cups. All right, let me cut this deck. Why are the stars here? Why are these stars here? Please hit that like button on the way in, you guys. Super chat is on for those of you who wish to show some love and appreciation for my time and energy. All right, why are the stars here? A long journey brings rewards. Oh, the devil. Could it be Satan? Well, isn't that special? Could be dealing with a Capricorn here. This is, somebody's attached to something here. There could be fear. It's probably taken a very long time for some of you to find love. It's some sort of destined soul tie, soul contract here. There's a lot of lust, passion, fear. Somebody could have some addictions. Or you could just, again, be dealing with a Capricorn. Why is the devil here with the stars? Ace of Cups. Your cup runneth over. Someone who's awakened. It's love. Choosing love over fear. It's reconciliation. Making peace with your inner demon. Everybody's got a light and a dark side. And it's been a long, long journey here. But your cup runneth over. This is a new beginning of love and abundance coming in. It's water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's an outpouring of emotion. Why is the mystic circle here? Someone might have had a wet dream about you, I'm just saying. Nocturnal ejaculations. Come on. I'm not saying anything. So mystic circle is clarified with the 5 of Wands. Okay? There's a lot of people who wanna be up in your business. You keep a tight circle. You don't allow just anybody in. And it's like the circle of trust. There's drama, jealousy, competition. Somebody's got a lot going on here. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Just stay focused on you. Somebody might have a lot of suitors chasing after them right now, or soon to be. But you'll choose the right one. Just tune all of that noise out and focus on you and what you truly want and desired. You don't have to settle. Okay, why is the Tower here? clarity. This is absolute clarity, truth. There was an ending, a cutting off of something. Rude awakening. Again, somebody's so woke they sold their bed. It's a new beginning of clear communication. But it's also the sort of victory, truth, and justice. Air energy again. Somebody's going to be victorious here. You're going to come back strong. You know your truth. Someone might have told somebody off, and they spoke the truth, and they did not like it. They did not like it at all. But there's some sort of realization and clarity here. You got two aces here. Ace of, again, air and water. That's love and emotion. Communication. Somebody might want to all of a sudden open up and spill the beans. There's some shocking truth coming in. Someone's scared of these renewed feelings that they're having for you. Why is the Chariot here? Cancer energy. Page of Wands. It's typically good news coming in or divine timing, but this guy looks like he's kicking himself in the ass. He was stupid. Feels ashamed. This is somebody that might want to extend an apology or an olive branch, and you're not going to see it coming because you've been working on balancing your yin and your yang, and you've moved on from it. But these are messages, passionate messages coming in. It's fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Somebody's got a lot of energy and they don't know what the hell to do with it. They don't know what to do with it. It's a lot of sexual energy. All right. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here twice? It's our buddy Carlos Spicy Wiener. This represents quick forward movement, but it's been touch and go. This person's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. This is our player, our one night stand, Carlos Spicy Wiener. Could be dealing with a younger fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, but there is progression here. This person's, growing from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands. Somebody's about to make a move here. They're getting a nudge from spirit. They're getting a nudge by the stars, by fate. And there's a strong soul connection here. This knight passionately goes after what they want. But he's been very, very fickle. Both of these knights don't have much staying power. But knights represent movement and change in tarot. So there's going to be some quick forward movement, which is going to help you heal from this broken heart, from this, feeling isolated, keeping to yourself, into a possible reunion with somebody. Now, it doesn't have to be someone that you already know, because I don't show anything like the Six of Cups here yet. It could be someone from your past that you already have a history with, or it could be the return of a past life soulmate that you haven't met yet in this lifetime. All right. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Four of Pentacles. This person was holding back on a love offer. They're not sure if they want to commit. They're not sure if they want to give anymore. They were holding back. They might be willing to invest, but maybe they were saving up all their love for you. Sing it, Whitney. Whitney Houston shows up in my readings a lot. Saving all their love for you. Somebody's they're holding back an offer. Or they were. They were, because they didn't know what to do. They're a bit intimidated here. But that's their problem. That's not your problem. You need to stay in this high vibrational, no bullshit energy here. You've built your own abundance. Queen Midas, she knows how to nurture. She's practical, grounded, and stable. Why is the Queen of Coins here? Queen of Pentacles. Magician, she's a master manifester. She uses all of her skills, everything she knows, all of her tools to create a comfortable life for herself and her family. And she's not going to let some charming trickster come in. He can be a charming trickster and manipulative because he sees what she's got. He sees her worth, trying to charm her and scam her. She's wise to that shit. This isn't her first trip around the block. She's seen this shit before. She's learned all of her lessons. She's a master manifester, and she manifests in a practical way. She doesn't ask spirit for anything ridiculous. She's very grounded and down to earth and practical in her expectations. But it's divine alchemy, calling it in, knowing that you have the power to create your own reality and call in what you desire. What do you really, really want? And you have to co-create with the universe. It's just not going to, happen out of thin air. Asking ain't getting. You have to do the work too. Okay, why is the Magician here with the Queen of Pentacles? Temperance, it's Sagittarius energy. Could also be dealing with an Aries, a Gemini, a Virgo. But it's, when these two cards come out a lot together, and this is Archangel Michael, there's a strained love connection here that both of you manifested. But you're also, you don't believe in fairy tales either. This person, they believe in divine alchemy, but they're very down to earth and practical. They're not all hoo-hoo, with their spirituality, and not too new agey. They're also down to earth. They're co-creating with the universe here. And I do have Archangel Michael here hanging out, presiding over these cards. So there's a strained connection here, but it's held together by a thin gossamer thread. This is reconciliation, healing, and patience. And what's that? It's from the Song of Songs. And I forgot what psalm it is in the Bible, for those of you who are Christian. But it's love is patient, love is kind. And you've been very patient while you've been manifesting here, knowing that whatever you were trying to manifest isn't going to show up overnight. You had to do the work. And you've been working on yourself here and ready to release what's holding you back and just make peace with your dark side. Sagittarius energy. Why is Temperance, the Magician, and the Queen of Pentacles all here together? High Priestess. She's the secret keeper. She holds the secrets to forbidden knowledge. In a man's love reading, this represents a woman that he worships, puts on a pedestal, and doesn't feel worthy of. She can also be the forbidden woman or a mistress. She's the secret keeper. She's got one foot on earth and one foot in the spirit realm. This woman is a master at her craft. She's our fortune teller, our tarot reader here. Very balanced, very practical, highly, highly skilled, beautiful, very single. She's got one foot on earth, one foot in the spirit realm. She knows when to speak and knows when to remain silent. Someone's been giving you the silent treatment here. And I feel it's because you told somebody off and spoke the truth because it was time to do so, and you were involved with someone who might have been in a dark place in their life, and you were not allowing them to run all over you. And it was a fated, destined connection. And now you're just being quiet. There might be no communication with this person, no physical communication. There's definitely 5D communication going on. There's some sort of telepathic communication going on. And Spirit is definitely hearing your prayers. Could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, with Sag, Virgo, Aries, Gemini in their chart. All of the elements are represented here. Air, water, earth, and fire. And that's all of these elements coming together with the help of Spirit. Why is our High Priestess here? You already know. It's like somebody already knows. They already know. They know what this connection is. They're just not saying anything more about it. Keeping to themselves. Planning, plotting, and strategizing here. All of a sudden, there's going to be some sort of breakthrough with communication. Why is the High Priestess here with Temperance, the Magician, Queen of Pentacles? I said there's going to be a breakthrough in communication. Here is a message in 3D. It's our Page of Pentacles. Someone coming in to offer a real apology. They may offer you a gesture or a gift to show their true intentions. This is someone who's learned a lot, and now they're going to apply what they learned into something real world. This is something, a gift that is tangible and very real. You can see, touch, and feel it. It could also represent an in-person meeting with someone. And you know, it's like you feel it coming. You know you're going to see this person again. And they might open up all of a sudden. They could apologize. Deep down, they're kind of sorry for what they did. But they were all over the place. There's a lot of drama and chaos, and this person might have been a bit of a player here. Very fickle, very flirty. And you've taken your power back. You're not reciprocating and dealing with people who don't know what they want and want to play games. You don't have time for that shit. All right, why is the Three of Swords here? Three of Swords, you can't make this shit up. Both of you needed to heal from past heartbreak, loss, and grief. Both of you have been burned before. This is 6 swords all together. Moving into calmer waters after going through a lot of grief and heavy stress. If we subtract the 3 from the 3, that's 0. That's full energy, a start over, a do-over, fresh beginning. Why is the 3 of Swords here twice? It's our buddy Al, alcoholic, the King of Cups. So we got 2 people progressing here. You've got the Page of Wands going to the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups going to the King of Cups. This is someone who's emotionally balanced, mature. He tends to hold back. He doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. Deep down, he's a kind, generous, masculine energy who will give you the shirt off of his back. He likes to indulge in the finer things in life. He's a lot of fun, especially when he's been drinking. He's now ready to offer his cup of healing love. Could be dealing with a water sign here, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Could also be dealing with someone with dark hair who likes to wear hats, who may smoke, and likes the finer things in life. The best beer, the best champagne, the best food, the best, finest cigars, cigarettes, whatever, pipes, weed. This person can drown in their emotions and overindulge in a lot of vices so that they don't have to face their feelings. This person may also have cancer, and they are now doing that shadow work and about to release that demon. Healing this toxic, negative energy and detaching. Freeing themselves from the chains of the devil. You've got a sword here. They're cutting themselves free. They've woken up here. They realize that they're not getting any younger and they cannot continue in this type of player energy. This person might have been a bit of an old school player. It's our buddy Al, alcoholic. Oh, Al. All right, why is the Four of Swords here? Two of Cups. Even though there's been no communication and both of you have been healing, there's still a strong, strong soul connection here. These are two people with a lot of chemistry and a strong soul bond. They just get each other. Let's make a love bomb. The energy is just explosive here. And you guys just might be taking a little bit of a break here so that somebody could get their shit together. But it's divine alchemy, yin and yang energy. And here's Archangel Michael. I said this was a strained connection. And both of you are trying to heal and figure out, can you move on? I don't think either one of you have moved on from each other. Both thinking about each other a lot. And all that happened and transpired between the two of you. And somebody tried interfering in this divine connection. There's a lot of lust and passion here. Someone was vulnerable and they opened up and let their feelings out. And it scared them. They didn't realize that this is what they wanted, and when it showed up, it freaked them out. This is what they were praying for. And one of you already knew. You knew what this was. The other person wasn't yet awakened. This is a twin flame story if I've ever seen one. And not everyone is called to the twin flame journey. It's been challenging. But again, a long journey brings rewards. And your souls are bound. There's a soul contract here. The two of you chose each other and attached yourselves to each other. You guys are like peanut butter and jelly. All right, why is the Three of Cups here? Reunion, celebration, get together in public, getting social. Yeah. Two of Wands, getting out on your true path. Making a decision, taking first steps that's going to lead to something that you're going to be celebrating here. Possibly towards a reunion. We got somebody here who's got the world in his hands. He's got to make a decision. This is the results of your prayers and intentions. Taking those first steps. And you're going to be very, very happy. This person was like wrong way Feldman. They were on the wrong path before, and now they have to turn around and let go of that because it was like the path to nowhere, and now they've met their match and now taking first steps in a new direction. This Two of Wands card reminds me it's twin flame. You've met your match. Met your match. And you already know. And if you've been trying to break free and you're healed and you're trying to move on, trying to date other people, and it hasn't worked out, there's a reason why. Because you already know who your person is. There's nothing wrong with going out and meeting other people, you can't expect people to wake up in this lifetime. If it's your twin flame, you might not unite in this. You might not come into union in this lifetime. So why put yourself on hold? Don't ever wait for anybody. If they're not taking action and they're not pursuing you and they're not doing the work that they need, set yourself free. And if it's meant to be, they'll come back to you. It just might not happen in this lifetime. So if you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with, okay? On the bottom is the Two of Pentacles. You've gone up and down, round and round with this person through endless cycles. Your ship isn't sunk. You've just been both trying to maintain and keep it together. This is about multitasking. It's about going through life's ups and downs. But the clouds are breaking in the distance. The waters are receding. Someone's been going back and forth trying to figure it out. Somebody might have been juggling you and another person here. And wherever they were, it didn't work out. They tried that with the other person. It didn't work out. There could have been a third party here, and they might have at first chosen that third party over you, and it didn't work out. And now they realize what this connection is, and they can't shake you. They can't stop thinking about you. And they've been going back and forth and battling with themselves here, trying to figure it out. Interesting. All right, let's get some Lenormand messages on this. We'll get our Lenormands here. Get you guys some further clarity. So it looks like there's going to be a breakthrough with communication. Someone is starting to wake up and realize something here. They're freeing themselves from a toxic karmic situation. There's still a strong soul bond. They still think of you. They feel ashamed and stupid. They weren't being forthcoming, truthful, and open. They can't deny their feelings anymore. And again, this could be your energy or the person you're thinking of. But it's a destined, fated connection put together by spirit that you both manifested, whether you realize it or not. Someone is going through their spiritual awakening, their dark night of the soul, and they're about to be freed from a karmic soul contract. Both of you have been beat up by love and lovers, and again, this full moon in Libra is calling you to heal your heart chakras. You need to do the work on your heart. All right, let's get some Lenormands on this. First message out. Dog, this is a loyal friend. It's 10 of Cups energy. Birds, this is nervousness and anxiety. Could also be gossip. Key with a heart-shaped lock. You're going to find a solution here. Lilies, you've got a shady man here, possibly a Pisces or an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Easter. Got a shady guy here. Nervous about love. He's got his heart blocked, but you hold the key to his heart. You know how to pick the locks. And this person, you were very loyal or they were loyal, but this person is not only a lover but a best friend. This person might not have known how to be loyal before. This guy's going to figure out a solution here, and he's really, really skittish and nervous when it comes to matters of the heart. There's also some gossip that interfered here. But there's like some sort of fleeting energy here, and when this person gets over their anxiety and nervousness about love and relationships, commitment, they'll be loyal to you. But again, they're going to have to show you through their actions. Their actions need to line up with their words. This person may have intimacy issues, but they're very fond of you. There's still a lot of passion. They still hold a lot of passion. Interesting. Let's get some advice from Spirit. Some advice from Spirit. And then we'll see if our brownies are cool enough to put the marshmallow filling and then the chocolate glaze. If not, I'll have to do it later and then just show you guys a picture of the finished results of our brownies today. Let's get some love message or some advice on this. Can I get some advice on this twin flame reading? Adventure. It's been an adventure. Some of you may have French heritage here. Paris is definitely on the bucket list for some of you. Like, I've missed all your comments here. They weren't showing up all of a sudden. It's been a long journey here, but you know, it's all about the adventure. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And somebody needs to get out of their comfort zone and be a little bit adventurous here. She's riding on a butterfly. Butterflies represent metamorphosis, change, and growth. Spreading your wings a bit. You pulled them out of their comfort zone. Discernment. This person was not using their own common sense and good judgment. Someone trusted the wrong person with some information, and they took that information, twisted it around, and turned it into gossip. You need to be very, very careful who you allow into your energy. And be very, very careful who you share any information with. Someone is using their own common sense and good judgment, and again, they're not going to entertain any bullshit. They're going to be like this Queen of Pentacles here. They see right through the bullshit. Like their bullshit radar is very, very strong. And somebody, you know, Spirit's reminding you to use your intuition, but also be very practical, down to earth, and logical. Don't go trusting everybody. And somebody did that. They trusted the wrong people. And it got them in a lot of trouble. Truth. They're facing the truth here. Here's some mirror souls. There's the Eye of Horus. They're facing their demons here. They have to face themselves. Both of you know the truth of what happened here. They can't deny it any longer. Someone's facing some harsh reality. On the bottom, new beginnings. Grab that baby. There must have been a tornado and somebody's trying to hang on to their baby. Came in the middle of the night while they were in the shower. I didn't even have time to grab my bathrobe. I gotta grab my baby first. New beginnings. She's got a carpenter's ass. Flat as a board. It's time for a fresh new start and a new beginning. All right, let's get some love messages here. Somebody is seizing this new beginning, a new start, fresh start, this adventure, ready to start a new adventure, go down a new path. Didn't work before. Somebody is getting sick and tired of waiting for people to show up, to be open, to not be emotionally unavailable. Somebody just does not have time for any more bullshit. I'm running out of room on the table here. There's like cards everywhere. Okay. Commitment. Your relationship moves to the next stage of love and unity. For some of you who are already committed or married, things are going to get better. Hey, Ashton. Girl, where you been? Everybody's been asking about you. I'm going to have to text you when I'm done. Commitment here. You're either committing to yourself and your journey, or somebody is serious and wants the same kind of relationship you want. If you're kind of been on if somebody's been on the fence and it's been up and down, you're going to get a commitment from somebody here. And then we've got luminous. Radiant and vibrant energy shine upon you now. Je t'aime. I like the pink cards too. And then we've got spirit message. I will always love you. Spirit's message from a loved one on the other side, or closure from past love. Both of you, again, we had the Three of Swords here twice with the King of Cups. Both of you needed to get closure from, almost love, situationships, codependent, toxic relationships. This full moon, again, is about healing your heart chakra. Chakra Khan. Chakra Khan. Snowflake crystal. This love is as unique as a snowflake. Once in a lifetime love. Somebody here may have a winter birthday. Again, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, or a Pisces. They're all here. What else? Boom shakalaka. Boom shakralaka. Love language. Speaking each other's language nurtures love to grow. Again, there's going to be a new beginning of communication here. And like I said, the two of you, you feel this strong connection, and it's undeniable. Someone might have actually said, I love you, and then freaked out after they blurted out those words and disappeared. They ghosted because they're afraid of of how much they feel. They've never experienced anybody like you before, and it scared the shit out of them. Someone's got some intimacy issues that they need to face and deal with. They're afraid to be vulnerable. Fondness. Gently honor the soft feelings between you. Don't rush right now. Look at those yummy, juicy lips. Mwah. Sealed with a kiss. They can't stop thinking about your kisses. They still feel for you. Letter. A message or contact from your love is on its way. I said there's going to be a breakthrough in communication. Maybe you sent some romantic text messages or love letters, and they can't stop reading them. They saved all of those texts. One more. Wings of love. Love is transforming you either by flying in or flying out. We have a butterfly again. This could be new love for some of you, but you're spreading your wings and getting out of your comfort zone. This is someone who's gone through a spiritual awakening, coming out of their cocoon. It's a spiritual growth and development. Caged love. This love is an illusion or a trap. Fly free. There is no love here. Wherever they were at, there was no love. It was fake. It was an illusion. Where's that fucking magician? It was all an illusion. If there was a third party here, wherever they were at there, that person didn't love them. They didn't love that person. They just, they felt comfortable with them. And it just wasn't going anywhere. And now they realize they made a huge, huge, huge mistake because they could have had something very, very real with you. And now they're free. They're free now. Flown the coop. Yep, they could have been dealing with a sneaky redheaded woman who tried interfering in this connection. They are trying to steal your person from you, but if it's a true soulmate connection or a twin flame, that person isn't meant for them. They're meant for you. So try as they might, they didn't succeed. They did not succeed. Wonderful. All right, let's go over to the kitchen again and let's see if our brownies are ready for some ooey gooey yumminess. So let me grab my phone cord here because going live does drain my battery. And let's take a look at our little brownies. I'm going to put you guys over here again. And let's see here, I just got to plug this in. All right. Okay, they're reasonably cool, so let me grab a rack, and I just want to check just going to warm my glaze very slightly, just to loosen it back up. All right, but what we're going to do is I'm going to lay a sheet of wax paper down on my counter underneath my rack because this could get pretty messy. So let's grab our little brownies. And we're just going to pull the whole thing out. Again, make sure they're nice and cool. And pray that your parchment doesn't tear. Alright, set that in there. Okay. You're eating popcorn. I don't blame you one bit here. I want to just tilt the camera down a little bit so maybe you guys can see. Let me put the stuff on, praying that my phone doesn't fall out of the holder. Okay. I think we're okay. All right. So I'm just going to pull your parchment away. Remember, we greased this before. And we're going to take our peppermint marshmallow mixture, and I'm going to just grab a small spatula, and we're going to spread this just a little bit. I might have some left over. We're just going to spread this on top of our cooled brownies. These are still a little warm, so I don't want to aggressively stir this. I'm just going to spoon this on top. These are going to have to sit and cool for at least 4 hours before you're going to be able to cut your brownies. And when you cut your brownies, you're going to have to use a very long, sharp knife. Okay, so I'm just going to spread out this peppermint marshmallow filling here. Shut my... Make sure you get all the way to the edges. Actually, I think that was the right amount. We're going to just put the rest of it on here. So it's going to be probably about 1/4 of an inch thick. Corner there. All right. Now we're going to take our chocolate glaze and we're just going to pour that on top. And then you're going to take another small spatula and just going to gently smooth that on top of marshmallow. You don't want to mix it with the marshmallow. You just want it to kind of sit on the top, spread it out on top of the marshmallow. And if it goes over the sides, that's okay. Let it. I just want all the marshmallow filling covered. I don't want any white spots. All right. And again, my brownies aren't quite as cool as they should be, but I just want to show you guys how to do this. All right, that's it. There's your brownies. There's your brownies. Okay, and after this is all set up, we're going to cut them into 16 squares, okay? So, there you go, another episode of the Kitchen Witch Cooking and Tarot Show. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me here today in my kitchen. I hope you enjoyed the tarot reading. Don't forget I am available for private readings if you're interested. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And can witches do a spell to make your hair? You know, spells only work if you believe in it. You know, if you're aware of your energy, and you don't believe in that, it's bad things aren't going to happen. You know, people lose their hair for various reasons. So yeah. Until I see you guys again, be the love, be the light. Take care. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again Wednesday morning for the Hump Day Love Shack reading. Bye-bye.